creeps and creepettes. Say, when I say creeps and creepettes, does creepettes mean female creeps or just smaller creeps? I think we can include both. Yeah, everybody, come on in to the Library of Horror Hotel, where it's time to take another little time out from your busy week of trying to figure out what in the world it is that people expect of you and how you can possibly live up to it. And salute the fine art of monster masks. Let's take a viewer mail letter from the male skull. But you know what? No, on second thought, let's do.
Oh no!
Because we've got too many skulls today anyway. You don't want to look at any additional skulls. You spend enough time looking at skulls. Like, for example, this particular one. What is this one? Do you like European horror movies? Like Italian horror movies, do you like? And that sort of... For some reason, this guy looks to me like he would be in maybe a European movie. Or a Euro horror, as the hip kids call them. Do you know what this is? This is, yeah, it is another skull, as previously divulged. This one is called Mr. Skulch. S-K-U-L-C-H. Mr. Skulch. And how do I know that? Well, look on the tag right there. Mr. Skulch. Now, the only thing really significantly different about him from all the skull masks that you can get at your local Halloween store or at your Halloween depot or whatever. The only really extraordinary thing about him is that he comes in a rainbow fruit flavors. That's right, he comes in different colors, including the red skull, which is the red version of Mr. Skulch, which is super cool because it looks like the Mask of the Red Death. And it also, well, Red Skull, that's just cool, you know. Doesn't look that much like Red Skull from Marvel Comics. But I suppose in a pinch, if you wanted to be Red Skull, you could, you know. Doesn't look that much like Red Skelton, the comedian, either. But anyway, I love the red version. Don Post used to make red skulls called Vermilion Skull. He also, Mr. Skulch, not Don Post, comes in orange, which you can't beat that for Halloween. I hope that shows up as orange on your view screen, on your monitor, on your viewer, when you're watching this. I hope that shows up as orange and doesn't look the same as the red one, because in person, it is more orange than the red one. And the red one is less orange than the orange one. You see how that works? And, but wait, there's more. Wait, there's more. There's the Am I Blue version. The blue skull. I especially like the blue skull because it's weird and unusual. How often do you see a blue skull mask? Unless you buy a lot of skull masks and paint them blue yourself. Probably never, I'm guessing. Now, Mr. Skulch is, I think, sometimes also available in green. I think there was, I've seen pictures of a green one, but it wasn't on the website where you get these last time I looked, and I don't have a green one. But these would be great decorations for your holiday themed party, you know. The red, white, and blue one would be great for your 4th of July party, right? And the orange one, you can't get any Halloweenier than an orange skull. And he does look just pretty much lifeless, but in a slightly interesting, slightly mysterious way, okay? Now, the last time I checked, these were about 60 bucks. And did I do anything to this one's paint? Oh, I hope not, because then I'll be misleading you. No, I don't think I did. No, I did not do anything to his paint. This is right out of the package. Now, where do you order these, you ask? Is Mr. Skulch a product of Ghoulish, or a product of Trick or Treat Studios or October Studios? And the answer is no. He is actually a product of a small privately owned mask business called, you ready for this? Monsterkid Masks. Okay, and Monsterkid Masks did have an Etsy store, and then they didn't, and then they did, and I don't know, some changes were made there, and I'm not sure if the Etsy store is up right now as you're seeing this or not, because how would I know when you're seeing this? Come on. I don't know if the Etsy store is up right now, but if it is, there you go. And if it isn't, you can look for Monsterkid Masks, all one word, on Instagram, because that is what this artist calls himself. And I don't know if he sells on eBay either. Maybe, possibly, perhaps. But anyway, if you can't find his proper website, which is monsterkidmasks.com, or his Etsy store, or his Instagram, Monsterkid Masks, well, perhaps you could try eBay, or perhaps you could just ask around about an artist named RJ7. Now, that's not the number 7, that's SEVIN 7. Isn't that the name of an insect killer? Isn't that an insecticide that you use in the garden? Isn't it? Yeah, 7. Anyway, RJ7, whose name sounds like a Star Wars robot, but who is actually a very fine artist and sculptor who also did some masks in the past for companies like Trick or Treat, including a very cool zombie called the Haunted Zombie. RJ7 sculpted that one a few years ago. I think it was only available as a limited run for a limited time through Trick or Treat. These are only available, as of this video recording, only available from Monsterkid Masks, which is to say, personally from the artist. And if you could get some unpainted ones and paint them other colors too. Why don't we have a purple one, or a brown one for that matter? Or glow-in-the-dark one. Hey, but I think the blue one is the most unique and unusual and the weirdest. And they all have this inscrutable, mysterious look on their skulchy faces that makes it impossible to tell exactly what they're thinking. And I like that. Now, they are full head, as you could probably see. Did I show you the back? I don't know if I did. There's the back, and they are full head with a little bit of this that you could tuck in to your costume. Now, costume-wise, of course, a skeleton looks best, I think, in a black robe, although in the case of these guys, you may want to go with colored robes. It would be kind of cool to have a red robed red skull and an orange robe wearing orange skull and a blue robed blue skull. That would be pretty cool. Boo in blue. If you ever saw the old movie Mask of the Red Death, the original one by Roger Corman starring Vincent Price from back in the 60s, that movie ended with a bunch of death figures. They didn't actually have skull masks like these, but they had different colored robes. So that's a bit of an inspiration there. That's probably what makes me think of that and what makes me like multicolored skulls. The Skittle of skull masks, Mr. Skulch. And Mr. Skulch runs about 60 bucks last time I looked. However, by the time you see this, price may be $8,000. I don't know. But they are latex, and they are full head skulls, and they do not have the net in there. So that's just cut out. I should mention that to you too. That's just cut out like a normal skull mask. Doesn't have that scream mask kind of netting in the eye holes. So if you want that, you'll have to add that yourself. But still, pretty cool that you can get an artist mask as opposed to a mass production kind of mask in the neighborhood of 60 bucks. Now, you go and do something productive with your life while I try to figure out where I'm going to find room to put all these skulls.